All right, this is lesson 6.8 for pre-algebra. It's called percent of change. So you will need a calculator for this lesson. Now, notes on 6.8, you need to copy this in your notebook. Not the whole sentence, but it's the percent a quantity increases or decreases is called the percent of change. So, copy this part down, this equation. The percent of change is the amount of change divided by the original amount. So when they say the price went up 300%, this is how they figure it out. So, example 1, find the percent of increase from 4 to 7.5. So, what you need to do, so percent of increase, if you look back at your notes, it's the amount of change. So how much did it change? So it went from 4 to 7.5, so it went up 3.5, 3.5. And then here's the part that people get confused on. It's the original amount. Original amount. It's not what you ended up with. It's not that. It's the original amount, which is what you started with. So 3.5 divided by 4. So if I do that on my calculator, the percent, what I get is 0.875, but the percent is 87.5% increase. Because it almost went 100%. 100% would be from 4 to 8, because I completely went up 100%, but this wasn't quite. So try these 3 in your notes, and then we will correct. All right, so this one, from 100 to 114, so it went up 14, and I'm going to divide that by 100, which is 14%. And then this one went up 1.2 divided by 2, which equals 60%. And then this one went up 4,500 divided by 4,000. And that went up 112.5%. So that one went up quite a bit. So that's percent of increase. All right, the waste, here's a story problem. Waste management. The annual production of municipal solid waste in the United States has more than doubled since 1960. Find the percent of increase from 1960 to 1990. So if I want 1960 to 1990, I have to write those two numbers down. So it went from 88 million tons to, so that's 1960, and then in 1990 it went to 205. So I'm trying to find the percent of increase. So I subtract these, 205 minus 88, it went up 117 over 88 is 132.9%. So that's quite a bit, 132.9% increase. All right, so now percent of decrease is pretty much the exact same thing. It is the amount of decrease, how much it went down, divided by the original amount. So try this example 2. Find the percent of decrease from 1,500 to 1,416. All right, so first you do 1,500 minus 1,416 and you get 84. And I'm going to divide that by the original amount, which is 1,500. And it had a 5.6% decrease. All right, so try these 3. Round to the nearest tenth of a percent when necessary. So try these 3 and then we'll go over them. All right, first we have 9.6 to 4.8. So that is 4.8 divided by 9.6, which is 50% decrease. 50% decrease. This would be, it went down 10 over 202, which is 4.95%, which would round to 5% decrease. And then lastly, it went from 854.5 minus 60.6, so it went down 793, whoops, 0.9, and I'm going to divide that by 854.5. And it went down 92.9%. 92.9% decrease. Okay, that is it for your notes.